Hi store owners, my name is Crystal and welcome to Wholesale Suite channel. So in today's video, we're going to talk about the Wholesale Lead Capture plugin on how to install, and I'm going to show you also the features that we have available in this plugin. What is lead capture? It's actually the process of obtaining contact information of your possible leads and converting them, hopefully, to full-fledged paying customer on your website. So what are the examples of these lead capture forms? If you visit a website and then they have this pop-up form on their page, and then you will be providing your email address so that you will be part of their mailing list. Especially this is a good thing on you if you are really interested with their products or services. Now, with the lead capture plugin, we offer the registration form and the login form. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to install it and how to add custom fields, especially for those wholesale customers, because unlike with retail customers, you will be needing more information about this possible wholesale customers who will be ordering tons on your website. So let's start, and I'm going to show you how to install and show you the features. First, of course, you have to go to your dashboard to install the lead capture plugin. Add new, and then upload plugin and activate. Once activated, you could start managing the settings. Go to wholesale and then click settings. And then, of course, click lead capture plugin. Okay, on this first page, the general page, you will see the wholesale login and the wholesale registration. Now, when you activate the wholesale lead capture plugin, there will be an auto-generated page for wholesale registration and wholesale login page. Now, this will be available now on your website, and then all you have to do is just set. So it's just maintain it like this. And then for the thank you page, now there will be some thank you page on. If you don't have one, you could create one, of course, but you have to set the URL here, or if you do have custom link, just paste it here. For now, I don't have a thank you page, so I'm going to put the shop page. Usually, once you register, you will be redirected to a thank you page. So all you have to do is just set the thank you page here. Next, after logging in, where do you want your customers to be redirected? Do you want them to be redirected under my account, or do you want them to be redirected on the shop page? Usually it's the shop page, so we're going to put that shop, but it's up to you. Again, you could customize the redirection here. Next, once they logged out, where do you want them to be redirected? Usually under my account if they want, or login page if they want, if you want them to log in again, or once they logged out, you could keep them redirected to the shop. So for me, I'm going to put the login page here so that once they logged out, they will be forced to log in again. Just joking. So for this, for terms and condition, if because on the registration form, at the end of the registration form, they will be asking for terms and condition. Usually, those are available on every website. But if you don't want one, and it's okay, but you could just leave it blank. But if you do have an available terms and condition, then you could set it here so that they will be redirected to that page if you have a terms and conditions available. Next, for the new lead role, since the lead capture plugin is actually made for wholesale customers, best you could again you could use it for retail customers, but it is best to use this with the wholesale prices premium plugin. Now, since we are going to have a separate page for the registration, when they register, what do you want them to be? Do you want them a wholesale customer, or if you have multiple wholesale roles, then you can choose that one here. So for me, I will leave it as wholesale customer so that when they register on my website, they will be wholesale customers. Next, you have the option to manual approve or automatic approval. Now we do have a lot of users who use manual approval because they mentioned that they've been getting spam registration on their account. So they want to filter those who are registering on their site. So manual approval is the best way to use here, especially if you want to like filter all those possible lead customers. Now, if you are very lax with your website and anyone who wants to register as a wholesale customer on your site, then you could do an automatic approval so that once they register, they could start using the website and start buying. Okay, again, you could also use this for retail customers. Next, for account upgrade. For example, you do have an existing retail customers and they want to be wholesale customers. Usually when you click the registration form, it will just show that you are registered and you have to log out. So for this one, the registration form will appear even though if you are logged in, will appear, and then the registration form will come out or will show, and then the retail customer can register and then upgrade. It's up to you again if you are on manual approval or automatic approval. They can upgrade into wholesale customer. Isn't it nice? So you can activate this one so that your retail customers have that option if you want to offer them, have that option to upgrade to wholesale customers. I will leave this unticked. And then for the upgrade message, you could customize your message here if it's up to you again. So all you have to do, save changes. Next, let's move on to the next tab would be built-in fields. So for the default WooCommerce registration, I believe it's only asking for the username or the email and the password. For this, what are the built-in fields? What are the normal information that we do ask to our possible leads? Of course, their first and last name, and then the email address, because how can we contact them if we don't have an email address? And then username. So it's up to you whether you want them to use or provide a new username on their account, or if you leave this unticked, then we will be using, or the registration form will be using the email address provided as the username. Again, there will always be an option to input username or password, or I mean username or email address when logging in to the website. Next, password. You can enable this or leave it blank, because if you untick this one or if you leave it like this, the system will automatically generate password for them once you approve their registration. So they have the option to provide a password. It's up to you, and then make it required. And we also have new option here, a strong password. So because sometimes, I'm guilty with this one, that I provide a very insecure password. So if you want them to put a very strong password, you can activate this one. But again, if you are lax, you can leave it like that. And then add password confirmation so that a new field will appear to confirm the password that they inputted on the registration form. So again, you can activate it or not, it's up to you. And then company name, since we all have this boxes here, or that they can tick, this means that these are not really that essential, but you have the option to ask them this. So you can enable the company name. You can ask for the company name. You can make it required also if you are catering to those big businesses. And again, you can leave it blank because usually if it's not required, most of the customers, they skip it, right? So if you want them to provide the information, then all you have to do is click required so that they cannot push through the registration unless they fill out that information. Next, for the address, especially if you are doing deliveries, this would be essential or an important information. So of course, you can make it required or not, and then they will be providing the address here. And then for the phone, Again, you can make it required, but this would be an option on the registration form. And then again, like what I mentioned on the first tab, terms and condition, if you want them to if you want to include the terms and condition on your registration form, of course, that will be fine. You have the option to enable or disable it. So again, we'll leave it like this and then save changes. Now we are moving on to the exciting part of this lead capture plugin. It's the custom fields. Now, unlike with other registration form where they do ask the information like on the built-in fields, like the name, those are the common information that we need. But with these custom fields, you have the option to create custom question. For example, I'm going to ask for their VAT ID. And then all I have to do is fill it out like VAT ID. For the here, I will add VAT ID for the key here. And then field type, text or number. It's up to you if your country have numerical or alphanumerical. It's up to you. If it's alphanumerical, I highly suggest it's text. But if it's numerical only, then you could use numbers. And then for field order, where do you want it to be on the registration form? You could place it under at the bottom part of it. I will put 10. And then place order is the information that they will see on the custom field. For example, VAT ID or a sample ID here. So that once they've text or they've typed the information, that will be gone. And then default value, of course, for VAT, this is not suggested because we do have different VAT IDs. So you could leave this blank. And then show on checkout page. This is the newest feature of our lead capture plugin. Because unlike before, you cannot, the customer or the wholesale customer cannot edit the ID, VAT ID on their account. So sometimes they have to email you to change the information because you are the one as an administrator can edit the custom fields. But now customers have, or wholesale customers or customers have the ability to update the information on their account. And then this will also show on the checkout page. They can edit the information there so that the invoice that will be sent out to them is updated, right? Then you can make it required, especially for those big companies, and you'll be requiring them to provide a VAT ID. And you have to click this one and then make sure to enable it, because if you don't enable it, this will not appear on your registration form. Then add custom field. And it's saved. So as you can see here, I already have an existing one here for file, but let me discuss it to you also. Let me show you and edit this one. So here, the file information, update the name here, it's file. So for file, these are where the customers uploads a copy where you require, for example, if you are requiring the business permit or other information that, for example, they are registered for this certain product, then they can upload the certificate on your registration form. So you could make this as a requirement for those wholesale customers. Also, if you want to offer this one also to retail, that will be possible. But for this, let me show you. So the field type would be file. And then here are the allowed type or file types that they can upload. This would be doc, docx, XLS, XLSX, PDF, JPG, PNG, GIF, and text. So you have the option here, whether it's big, you expect it to be big, or a big size, or small, it's MB. So I left it with 100 here. Then filled order, make sure to fill out this one or else it will be at the bottom part. And then of course, click required if you want to require the customer to upload it, and then enable to make sure that it will appear on your registration form. So save. By the way, these are the other field types that you could use on the registration form. So we do have the text area. If I think this one would be for those who are asking like how did you know the website, where did you get the information, then where they have to input more than 2 words or more than 1 word your registration form, then you could use the text area. Then for number, this would be in like a quantity type, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you could use this one if you are like how many members or how many times do you expect to buy in this website, then you could use this number field. For email, if you want to ask for an additional email aside from the main email that the customer provided, you could ask for an additional email where you could contact them again, then you could use email. Then for URL, this is being used if you are asking for the company website, if they have one, then you could use the URL. They could paste the URL here, or for example, if you're asking for their social media accounts, then you could paste it here. And then select. For select, you do have the option, value option here. So you could give an option for the customer, for example, what they want on your account or on your website, then you could use the select option. And then checkbox, it's in here, hidden, file, content, then terms and condition. So we all have this available option, and if you do have or further questions about it, you could always contact us and we could help you out in setting it up. Okay, so for this, cancel this. So here are the 2 custom fields that I do have on my registration form. Next, we'll move on to emails. Okay, so here, allow managing of users via email. So this, you could activate this one if you want to approve your incoming wholesale customers or the registration form via email, because there will be an option to approve or reject the customer's registration form via email. So if you don't like that, you can untick it and then you can do the approval on the dashboard itself. But again, if you are always on the go and you still want to access your business and your possible leads via email, then I highly suggest that you activate this one. And then for admin email recipient, of course, you have to provide this. And I highly suggest, of course, the website or the email address of the website so that it will go through your email as an admin also. Or if you want to add, for example, if you have a CEO or a shop manager that you want to, you want them to receive the registration approval, then you could add them here. But for admin email recipient, I highly suggest you put the email address of the website. Then you could add the carbon copy or CC and then the blind copy here, and then save changes. So for those of you guys who've been using the lead capture before, I know that you're asking, where are the emails? Where can I customize the approval emails? Now we've already moved them under here, WooCommerce settings, and then here they are under emails already with the other email templates on your website. So we do have this for retail customers and the other templates here. So you could see here, okay, new wholesale lead admin, new wholesale lead auto approved admin. So this would be the emails that the administrator or the website email will be receiving. And then this one would be, these are the email templates or the emails that the customer will be receiving once they register on your account. So we do have the wholesale application received, especially if you are on manual approval. If they have to wait, then you could notify them for you using the wholesale application received template, and then wholesale account approved when they have been approved by you, and then the wholesale account rejected if of course they are rejected. Again, you could manage the wholesale application received and the other templates here. Just click to application received and then here. So this would be the email content that you will be seeing on this wholesale application received email. So hi, and then the name of the customer you have successfully registered as of. Now it's up to you if you want to include more information on this email, and then you could just add them. For example, I'm going to add the site title. I'm going to add the email address, and then the company name, or if you want the VAT ID also, since you've already added it as what I call this, you've added this as custom field, then you could add it here, and then this will be the format that the customer will be receiving via email. Again, each template or each email that our lead capture plugin sends can be customized. So again, it's up to you. So let's check also the other templates for you so that you could explore it. So for new wholesale lead admin, new user registration, and then the details. So if you want more information when you are reviewing it, you could add these ones, these placeholders, and then add them here. Next, let's check the new wholesale lead auto approve. Now, this one will be turned off if you are on manual approval, of course. Then if you are auto approval, this will be sent to you. So it's up to you if you want to enable this email or disable, because again, you don't need for you to filter. If you are on automatic approve, they just register on your website. Next, let's check the wholesale application. Oh, you've already checked that. The wholesale account approved. So this is when you've already approved the customer as a new wholesale customer on your account or on your website. Then again, the information, and then title if you want to provide, or if you want to add it. Also again, the custom fields, if you want to add them, just paste them here. Next, I'm going to show you the last one, the rejected one. So of course, you could customize again the content of this. It's up to you. How do you want to inform your customers or your possible leads that they are rejected? Then unfortunately you have not been approved as a wholesale customer. Then again, as mentioned, you could use this for retail customers, so you could remove this for other wholesale or other roles on your website. So again, here. And then let's move on to the other features of the lead capture plugin. For security, let's check this one. You have to enable the reCAPTCHA if you want to, again. Or if you already have an existing reCAPTCHA plugin on your account or on your website, there's no need for you to turn this on because it will be a double security already. So sometimes it's tiring for the customer to fill it out. It's good for the bots, but sometimes customers doesn't like extra security. Aside from, for example, they will be accepting one reCAPTCHA only, but if you're going to provide two, then it would be, of course, tiring for them. For me, it's already tiring, but of course, it will be tiring for the customers if you provide two reCAPTCHAs. So if you already have an existing one, no need to enable it, but if you don't have one, please use it to take advantage of this feature, and then all you have to do is just provide other information. Next would be help button. For the help here, Of course, if you need some documentation about the lead capture, you could click this one, knowledge base. Feel free to visit our knowledge base. You'll get a lot of information there. So if you are still confused, you could always email us and we could help you out. And then, for example, if you want to create another page for your registration form, you could create lead pages. Just click this one, and then automatically a page will be created. Next, clean up plugin option on an installation. So if you want to deactivate or reinstall the plugin in a clean slate, then all you have to do is just click this one and then deactivate the plugin. And then once you reinstall it, all the previous information about the lead capture plugin will be deleted if this one is ticked. The information will be deleted from your database. So this process is irreversible. Even if you saved your website, if you made some save point, and once this has been ticked and your plugin has been deleted, you cannot retrieve all those old information anymore. So I highly suggest use this with caution. Okay. Next, for refetch plugin update data, we also have this on the dashboard. You could always click this one if you think that you are not getting the updates from if you're not getting updates from us. But rest assured that as long as your email address on the website and the email address on your account on our website are the same, you will always get an automatic update. It will always show up on your plugin page or on your dashboard that there is already an available update on your account. So again, I highly suggest that your email address on the website and the email address on our website are the same so that the update will be easy and can be fetched immediately. So here, let's go on my site and let's visit my site here and check the wholesale registration page. So I have here the registration page. So I have the first name, last name, choose file, then the address, BAT ID, and then terms and conditions, and register. So aside from this, we have other options also. For example, if you want to create multiple registration form and then different new leads, for example, you have the registration page here for wholesale customer and then another registration page here for wholesale gold customers and then another page here for wholesale registration platinum customers. So you could always do that. We have an available short codes in our knowledge base that you could use. Aside from that, there are a lot of customization that you could also do here. You could change this registration page instead of having it like long registration here. You could customize it via CSS and make it into 2 columns so that it's easier for the customer to view it. So again, if you need those information for customization, just go to our knowledge base or you could always email us for help and we are more than willing to help you. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do have questions about this video, you can always leave a comment or you can email us. Okay, I hope you enjoyed. That will be it. Don't forget to subscribe and like our channel. Bye.